attracting at this stage.
Guys doing today?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Hello, hello, hello. Can we just take a moment
Hi.
for Bella's background? I mean, it looks so good, you know. Can tell that
Oh,
are you
Bella, is
using
that
a
like
green screen or is it just like software?
Ayo, you don't know how to keep a secret. Like, instead of having people think that maybe Bella moved to a new apartment, like maybe he's doing like he's
Who can
traveling and
tell?
there's somewhere else. The first question you're asking, like this is literally recording right now. First question is, are you using a green screen? Why are you like this? People cannot do secret things around you.
Wait, who can tell? Does I thought maybe everybody can tell. I didn't know that it was a secret that we are hiding.
I thought he
People
was
can.
traveling and he was somewhere else.
Some
Wow,
can
people are
tell.
gullible. People are gullible. But that right there is your tech talking. That is how good your tech is. But don't let see a round of applause. A round of applause. Good job. So
I
are
like
you
to keep
using actual
secrets.
green screen? Are you using actual green screen or tech?
Wow.
It's a
I actually
combination
want to
of.
know
It's a combination.
of
You
both.
can make this.
It looks really
Yeah.
clean. It looks really clean. That's why I was actually. It looks really clean. It doesn't look like a cutout and it doesn't affect his ears and stuff like that. That's really good.
Anyway,
Um, please guys
what you
like
guys
and
get up to?
subscribe
Oh
if you're
yeah,
interested in this.
How are you? How are you? Answer the question first. How are you?
Mr. Ayo, the
No,
hustler.
no,
How are
we need
you?
to get people to like and subscribe before we answer questions. So questions can come anytime during the podcast, but like and subscribe
Hi.
has to appear first.
Can you tell I'm
I'm
sleep
well.
deprived though? Okay. What you get up to
Wait,
last
why?
week, Ayo?
Why are you sleep deprived?
No, not necessarily sleep deprived. I've just had like a really active couple of days. But first of all, back to you. Tell us what you get up to last week. I'll tell you mine.
Absolutely. Did a lot of work, online work, but nothing physical. Because again, I'm still here in Limpopo.
When are
It's
you
no
leaving
longer
your parents' house, Ayo? You
uh,
know
uh,
you're
uh,
a grown
uh,
ass
uh,
man,
uh,
right? Like,
you know that is your problem right there. The way you said it, it makes me seem like I live here on a permanent basis. It's like I'm living
it's
in a
been three
basement.
recordings with you in Limpopo, so you might as well be
Yes,
living there. When are you leaving?
I like it here. Leave me alone. I'm never leaving. I'm not. You know that this guy's stuff. What's his name? Uh, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm never fucking leaving.
Mhm.
I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
But
It's
Bella
a
knows
Moving
gift.
on.
me.
Yeah.
Eh? It's a gift.
It's
Yeah,
a
I'm
meme.
not fucking. Yeah, I said I'm never fucking leaving. Anyway, it's very cool.
So you're not living.
Uh,
So you're not living in
Oh,
Popo.
wait. I have a question. Is it GIF or GIF?
both actually, both works.
What's the right pronunciation? Is it GIF
Both,
or GIF? I'm
both.
going to
Actually,
check on
Google it.
that.
You can check. Both of them is actually like
I say
similar.
gift, but like I stand to be corrected. So
I don't
at
even know
this
if it's
point,
which one's right because I hardly say the word anyway. Oh no, only have videos and
I
not the. Well, it does say it's both. On the phonetic
Yeah,
description,
I
it
told you I
says you
was
can
right.
say GIF. And then it says a smaller group of people use a soft G, um, which is GIF.
That's Biola.
So
But anyways, so yeah, very hot. Uh, I miss Johannesburg solely because of the heat, but I don't really miss Bella enough, so I'm not coming back.
you don't
it's
miss your
only
But
brothers
residential.
either?
those people can survive without me for a bit. I'm tired of taking care of them, of sharing my love, my unconditional love. You know, I want to be taken care of while I'm here.
So never leaving your parents' house then. Bella, how was your week? What'd you get up to?
Busy. There are a couple of projects that I'm working on. So
So no tennis.
um, no, I played.
Don't
I
worry,
actually
we know.
played.
We just wanted you to.
I played 3 times this week.
Oh,
Past 2 weeks.
Nice.
So yeah.
for shadow.
That's really cool.
Wait, are you
That's
gonna?
good.
Do you should try that paddle ball? You know the weirder version of tennis now. Apparently that stuff is really cool.
Pickleball.
And pickleball, yes, and apparently
Pickleball.
it's yeah. Yeah, you should
Why are
try
you
it.
telling
You
me
will
to
enjoy
try
it.
pickleball?
because
Sure, but
apparently it's more fun than actual tennis. Like if you're not playing like professionally, it's
I'm
really
not sure
more
why you're
fun.
telling me that because it's literally on my status that I was playing pickleball yesterday.
I did not
Like
watch
there's a
your
video
status.
of
You can
me
check.
playing pickleball. So how random is it? How convenient or how
I
coincidental
just
is it?
thought
Like,
it's something that you would get into, given your should I say disposition for for people you go for. You know what I mean?
huh?
Because you don't date Nigerian men. There, I said it.
So Biola is a Nigerian man playing tennis. What does that have to do with anything?
Pickleball is not tennis.
if I can,
What is it?
anyway,
Please walk me through your logic like I'm five.
Pickleball is currently although it's fast growing, it's more situated among people of slightly fairer skin tone. If I can go with that
and
logic.
what is tennis?
And
And
be
tennis is
patient, be
not.
patient, be patient, be patient.
This makes absolutely no sense. And
It does.
anyway,
What do you mean makes no
Yeah,
sense?
I will just go on. I was playing pickleball yesterday. It was great. It was so much fun.
See,
But I'm
I
also quite
knew it.
tired because we went to the market yesterday. We have like a farmer's market in our neighborhood that you go every
Oh, okay.
Saturday and you can get like some fresh fruits and vegetables and you can get duck, and you can get scones and there's like a Thai person who comes and makes
Do you
spring
think
rolled
farmers
hog.
market are developed because people are lonely and are more lonely now?
Well, we're not lonely. We go there because it's exciting to go on Saturdays and to pick something fresh to eat for the rest of the week. So
Yeah,
we
I,
did
okay, if
that.
you say so.
Well,
I would answer that question and say no. I don't think it's a lonely thing.
I actually think so because like when you go to the farmers market, unlike a supermarket, people tend to interact more. People tend to like it's a whole vibe. There's some music going on. Personally, for like it just feels like more of a community and it's very community based, right?
Yeah,
Depending on the
I'm
community
not
you
agreeing with
are,
you. I
I
agree with
personally
you on
I
the
just feel
community
that
thing,
way.
but it's not because they are lonely. That's why they're
I
now
do
opening
a
farmers.
little bit. I feel like it's more like people are hungry for more interaction within their community than anyway. But that's just my opinion on it. Because
that
like
has
if you think
nothing to do
about it,
with
right?
loneliness.
No. If you think about it, neighborhood market is something. It resembles an actual market that people used to have back in the days, right? Then all
Hmm.
of us got more commercialized and industrialized, and we have our supermarkets. And when you go to your supermarket, you just get your purchase. You don't even interact with people, and you go. Whereas the idea of a neighborhood market has now been circulating more. Like almost every neighborhood, any proper community will have a neighborhood market, and it
I think
seems like
the
it's a
idea
vibe.
of neighborhood markets is because people want fresh stuff that they are sure that like there's no chemicals in it. I think that's what drives neighborhood markets,
Things
not
that have not
necessarily
been over
because they want to
processed.
interact. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been seeing things that people be. I do not every neighborhood market actually like supports that, but sure, I hear you. Never
but
Oh,
continue.
anyway,
fun. Anyway, what are we talking
uh,
about today, guys?
yeah. What are we talking about today? Are you
The
already
North
on it?
London Derby, Arsenal winning Tottenham. I think it's a great achievement to all of my Gunners out there. Congratulations. Yeah, it was good. And then back to our actual topic. We have some. We're gonna talk about celebrities and if we consider this extremely rude, cancelled if they deserve to be cancelled. If we feel like this, there's no reason why people should feel like this is rude. You know, we're gonna take a look at some of our. This was, by the way, inspired by one of our favorites, or one of the most popular podcasts out there, Shits and Gigs. After their recent US tour, which was very successful, I should say, at least according to their own account, they did some podcast while there, and there was a particular podcast that they did in Atlanta with these two ladies, where they were asked if they saw some baddies while they were out, um, and they responded with where they initially responded with when we were there we didn't see any baddies, but when they were pushed further they were like there's no baddies in Atlanta. Anyways,
Okay.
that seems to have pissed off a couple of people on social media who might or might
Mm.
not be from Atlanta who has taken that personally as how dare you say we have no baddies. So yeah,
Yeah.
and generally like it's just stuff like that that has been coming up more and more regarding them, but also just generally about celebrities. And we're gonna
Yeah.
rate it like, what do you think? Do you think you agree with our rating? And then let us know if you believe that this celebrities should be cancelled. Personally, I do not think the shit and gays guys should be cancelled, but I don't think that that's even the worst comments that they've made. And to be fair,
Mm.
they did say that they were not able to go out much in Atlanta for two reasons. Firstly, they were scared, I think because the area of Atlanta that they were in, it was in the hood, and they did not know, so
Oh,
they were scared. And also, it was raining a lot, so they didn't get to go
oh,
out a lot. So, but
yeah. So
when they
the
were
buddies
out
also
there,
didn't come out.
ex-
Mm-hmm.
actually, Atlanta is not like that. Atlanta would go out either way. But anyway, when they went out, they did not see anybody that or not anybody, they didn't see enough baddies for them to satisfy Atlanta as a baddie community. But they did say there were other parts of the countries where there were baddies, just not
Okay.
Atlanta. Yeah.
What did they say what their definition of a baddie is when they were giving these ratings about Atlanta and other places?
Ooh, they did mention a little bit. I think they delved into a little bit, and it was more about like how like your confidence and the way you kind of like walk, like even the way you dress and everything, like just you like carry the way you carry yourself.
Bad is the type. Like, facts.
So what makes a girl bad?
It varies though. It matters how you own it. It can be a skinny girl who wears the fuck out of being a skinny girl. And then you got a thick thing who just owns the shit out of being a thick thing. It's bad is bad is bad.
That's a PR answer.
It's more of
So
it's more relations to you
So
being a
all the
baddie
people that
than
saw in Atlanta were carrying themselves like doormats, is what we were hearing.
wait,
they
wait,
There was
wait.
didn't say
nobody. There was
doormat.
no.
They didn't say doormat. They just said they felt like there was no
There were
baddies.
no confident people in Atlanta who
They
were
felt
like
like
rocking
they
it.
felt they felt like they didn't have to step out of their way to interact with anybody. That was what they were giving. They were giving like we stayed here for a couple of
I think they
days
were given a I
and they
think they
did
were
not
given a
see.
diplomatic. I
No,
think they were given
I
a
think
diplomatic
if you watch the
response.
podcast, if you watch the podcast,
No,
they did not feel like there was anybody in Atlanta.
no. What I mean by a diplomatic response was like when someone said like what's I think what's a baddie, because I saw the video and someone was like what's a baddie to you guys,
Oh
and they
yeah,
were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, a baddie is such a diplomatic
To
answer
be
because
fair though, yeah.
it doesn't mean anything. Like a baddie is a baddie, so
But
anybody could be a
but
baddie, is
wait,
what they're saying.
guys.
Yet there were no baddies.
When you, I feel like it's the saying beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And when they were behaving, they did
Exactly.
not see anybody.
Yeah, like it's at the end. Like I feel like your definition of a body might not be my definition of what I consider a body may not be what you consider a
True.
body.
That's
True,
quite
yeah.
true.
And that is why when they asked,
I don't
that's why they
think
were
people should be
asked, and they
angry
said
with them. Yeah,
no, no,
because
no, no. No, people, I feel like people should be angry at them for what they said more about the people that came to their show. To be fair, they gave a lot of love to their fans. So there was no, it
Okay.
wasn't like they were shitting on their
wait,
fans to be specific.
so what
But
exactly is the issue people have with them? Is it that they said there are nobodies in Atlanta,
yeah, that was the
or
main one. That
how they
was the main
describe
one.
the people at their show?
No, forget about the people in that show. It was it was the idea of nobody's in Atlanta that
What?
really
Mm.
like influenced this one. It
That's not
was
enough to get
that was the
anybody
big one.
upset. It's like someone getting mad if you say there are nobodies in Toronto. Like everybody just move on.
Imagine somebody, to be fair, you don't care about Toronto, but if you know Americans tend to rep America firstly and then like their
Hmm.
hometown. And if you know Atlanta
Yeah.
is one of those places where like shout out ATL, like Atlanta will rep Atlanta. So like if you come to somebody, people that you fuck with, in quotes, come to your town, and they were like, yeah, we looked around and there was nobody that was giving that vibe that we wanted to mess with like that. People took offense.
You know, there's another way to look at it, that maybe the baddies in Atlanta are just not into James and Fuhad and just didn't show up for them. Like they didn't show up for their show. They didn't
No, no,
like
it
they
wasn't their
like
show though.
maybe.
It wasn't their show. It was where they went to, not their show in particular. They didn't diss their
Yeah,
fans.
no, I'm just
They were
saying that's
like,
what I'm saying. Like maybe the area they were in also was not enough for the
Yes,
You
baddies
did.
to show
yes,
up.
You just
Like,
yes.
said.
They did.
You just
They
said that they said they were in the hood, right?
it,
So if
no, they
their
didn't stay in
definition
the
of,
hood. It was
that's
they
what you
asked
said.
them when they went out. No, not where they were living. So they went out to go eat, right? So they asked them like where
yeah,
did they hang out? They mentioned where they hang out. And to be
yeah.
fair, they did say where we hang out, there was no baggy when we hanged out. They didn't say throughout the whole of Atlanta. But then
Yeah. So what?
Yeah,
the
exactly. So
patient,
people should just look at
the
it like
patient,
that.
the
Like, there's no
patient,
reason for anybody to be mad at
the
them.
patient, they didn't stop there. It was when the person now pressurized them that they were giving a political answer that they now doubled down. I was like, we said there was no bad in Atlanta.
Our answer.
A PR answer.
They're all beautiful. If you have,
I'm not saying everyone's beautiful. I just told you Atlanta's clap. I never said everyone's beautiful. I just said I'm not seeing anybody's here.
That was
The thing is, I think for me personally, I mean, I'm not from Atlanta and I've never lived there. I've met people from Atlanta, and to be honest, all the ones I know who live in Atlanta, they're like really amazing, hot-looking people. I feel like one other way for an ATL rep to look at it is to be like, the baddies are also not checking for these guys. So like that's why they can't see them. Do you understand what I mean? Like if you're a baddie and you're checking for a particular type of person, you go where that person is. So maybe the baddie just in short for that. That's how I would look at it. I feel
yeah,
like
but
they were
I
not
don't think
pulling the
Me
that's
on my
no,
baddies.
that
own,
doesn't
like,
work. No, that doesn't work
They were
because
not
like
pulling the baddies. Let's be honest. Like maybe they were
that
just not
doesn't
pulling the
work.
baddies. So
That doesn't work because like they
I'm
did not.
saying that's a
So
perspective. I'm saying that's a perspective to have. It doesn't
yeah,
necessarily
but
mean
it's not.
it's what
Yeah,
happened, but it
yeah,
is
that
a
perspective
perspective
is
to
weird.
have
I know
that
that
maybe
you
they didn't
don't.
pull the baddies.
I know that you don't. I know that you don't mess with them because of height. Because I know that you don't
I
mess
didn't
because of
say
height. I know.
no,
I'm
it's
just
not
saying.
that. I don't care. I watch them. I actually find them really funny, and I tell people about their podcast a lot. But I
Yeah, but
wouldn't.
like you
Okay.
won't
By the
pull up.
way, before we go on, I just want to declare I do not consider myself a baddie. Before someone will write a comment here and be like, "It's not you they're looking for," I do not consider myself a baddie in any way. I am just living through life and minding my business and drinking
It's
water.
like
That's
before you come for me in the comment section.
no. That's
no,
literally
no,
it.
just standard. Hey, look, there are
I'm
people
not.
who consider themselves baddies,
dude,
right? And
dude,
it
you know
feels
I
what
like
do
I'm
I'm
not
not
not.
consider
one of
myself a
them.
baddie. But you
No,
know
I'm not gonna lie
what?
to you.
You know what I would say? No, wait. You know what I would
No,
say
go on.
also is that because they are quite popular in the UK, there is a possibility that like they have a lot of more baddies checking for them, and it's a very different landscape. Whereas in the US, there are guys who are also just as successful, also just
Yeah,
as hot, like
sports,
quite a lot more. There's
basketballers.
sports
Yeah.
exactly like
Yeah,
so
but
the baddies are not checking for James and Fuha. They're probably
that
checking for those guys, and
argument
it's
The,
doesn't
the,
make
okay.
the
sense.
concentration
That
of
argument
like
doesn't make
the
sense. I
uh-uh.
will
Okay.
tell you why the argument doesn't make sense. It's not about
Do you
checking
know
for
what?
you. It's not about checking for you. It's like if you step into a room and you took a gander and you were like, oh, I am not feeling any, like, I don't feel like there's anybody in this room. That is the context. It's not like they were checking for you. It's not like who interacted with us. That wasn't the question.
Anyway,
It's like from a physical level, when we stepped into a room, we felt like in this particular space, there was nobody. However, they made it clear that in the space where we stepped in, so let's say you step in, you entered a compound and you only entered one room in the compound. That's all you saw. In that room, there was nobody. But the bodies might be hiding in the bedrooms, and they did not check out the bedrooms. That
I
is what
think
I would say.
okay.
what I would
Anyway,
say is this is that like no, I think the people who I guess will be offended or can be offended are the ones that saw James and Fuhad in Atlanta. They actually passed by them or they can notice them
exactly.
and
And they were like,
that
"Oh, James and
those
Fuad did
ones
not think
they
I'm a
can
baddie."
and I'll also have the clause who also believe they are baddies.
Aha, that's the
Then
main. See,
yeah,
that's the main issue. I
those
think
those they
Like,
have every right to be offended.
firstly,
They are
firstly, the
offended. Mhm.
two people. I actually think it's two people that will be. I don't even think the people that saw them. Obviously, the people that saw them will be mad. So if you saw and you're like, I'm not a baddie, obviously they'll be mad. But it's the people that consider themselves a baddie, one, and obviously from Atlanta, those people will get mad. But also people that have been like holding on to grudges about what these guys have said over the years, right? And they were like, this is finally our opportunity to jump on the like the forward and
I
James
like
bandwagon. So
I
yeah.
don't feel like it's something. I generally don't feel. If someone came to like whatever city or wherever I work and they're like, "Wow, there nobody's in here," yo, I'm drinking water, I'm minding my business because I'm not even trying to be a baddie. Like
So
I
To
don't
you,
care. So
I
I
but
think
it's like to you, but like
what
imagine like
Ayo,
some random person
I'm
came to
saying, no, I'm
Nigeria
saying,
and be like,
no, I'm
there's no
saying
baddie in Nigeria. The
that's
Nigerian
fine
baddies
also.
will be mad. You won't be mad.
Why?
You are not affected.
But
But
why?
the
My question is,
Nigerian
why are you
baddies,
mad?
because they are
Why?
I think
baddies in
what
Nigeria,
I
I feel
think
like they're insulted.
Ayo,
No,
I
why?
think
I
it's
think,
more of a factor of
yeah.
the old grievances. Like this is like the cup is full now. I don't think this is the one that is so big that made it blow up. It's people
I
who've
would
had beef with them, and then like this is just
not,
like you know what?
I would,
They're tired of these guys just feeling they can say anything they want to say.
okay, I will say this though. I will say the reason why this thing actually blew up on Twitter, the main grievance that I
I
saw
saw it.
blew up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
wow.
actually by their fan. It was a girl that was repping them. It was like, if people are getting cancelled, I don't want to see anybody touching James and Forward. And then she now retweeted that post and be like, never mind. And then under the comment section, it's like, fuck them. I don't know. That was when the issue started. So it wasn't like
I think,
generally people that don't mess with them. It was their own fans
okay,
that was messing with them that were like, no. So that
okay,
was why
wait,
it
let me
started.
say something. Let me,
That
and this
fan
is
probably that
directed.
fan probably saw them in Atlanta.
I
Probably,
just want to say, I want
probably.
to say something, and I think this is directed more at the fans, right? Like, I feel like just because a person is a celebrity doesn't mean that they validate you as a person. Like, let's all be real with it. Like, it doesn't mean they validate you. Like, them acknowledging your existence does not always do things for you. Like, there are times when it can lead to something, but there are times when it leads to nothing. Like, you have to come to a point where if you believe you're a baddie, go be a baddie and live your best life. The fact that James
No.
and Fuad don't think you're a baddie does not mean you're not a baddie, because guess who might think you're a baddie? An NFL player, an NHL player. Like, those are other people who might think you're a baddie.
Oh,
So,
your
like,
brother.
You see?
oh, your
Uh-uh.
brother. Like,
What does your brother thinking your body has to do with anything? That's useless.
guys,
Let me tell you something.
anyway.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's very simple. It's very simple, right? Let me explain something to you. It's very simple. Right? You are seeing it from a very much. The minute you said you're not a bad, your opinion doesn't stand on this net because you don't see life the way baddies see life. So you're already out of the conversation. Let me tell you something. If you're a baddie, you need to
Baddies will
be
take
able
it
to
personal.
walk into a
You
room
don't
and people
mistakenly
will go
become a
like,
baddie.
exactly. People, you can't claim to be
I
a
missed
baddie
the
It
and
is a
you
body
walk into a
curated.
memory.
room.
It is a curated look.
Bruh,
You
you can't
are
go into a
putting
bad, you
effort.
can't go into
You
a
can't
room
just
and then
wake up in the morning and
and then
just
people
poof. I'm
don't
a
see you
baddie.
as a baddie
Oh,
and you take that.
You know
no.
what's
Baddie
hilarious?
also has to do with attitude, not only how you look. It also has to do with attitude.
You know what's
Yes.
hilarious is that today is the one day I woke up and I'm like, wow, geez, I'm so tired. I went to my Pilates class. I came back. I took a shower. And I'm like, I don't think I can put in much effort. And I came to this podcast looking hella sleepy. And we're having a conversation about baddies. Yo, I do not think I am a baddie, but I am very happy with myself.
Don't
And that's
worry.
okay with
Let
me.
me tell you something. Your boyfriend thinks you're a baddie. All right?
That's all that
See?
matters.
That's what matters. Also, your mommy and your daddy, and that matters
Okay,
also.
that doesn't count. That
They are
doesn't count as
Nigerian
anything.
parents, oh.
No,
They are
My
Nigerian
parents are
parents.
Nigerian.
They are Nigerian.
In their context of body, like, oh, our daughter,
No. They
she's a
think
doctor.
our daughter is
Our
a
daughter
God
is a
fearing.
doctor.
Our daughter is
Not
God
this one, not
fearing.
this one, not
Not
this one, not this one, not this one. They
What do you
probably our
mean?
sister, our older sister, maybe, but not this one. This one hasn't been to church since Jesus resurrected. So I was talking, I was talking.
Oh my God. But you know what? While we are on the subject, I found a list on BuzzFeed of 17 times celebrities were called out for being rude to their fans. So I'm
Yes,
just going to read some of them and you guys tell me if like this is like way too much on the part of the celebrity or if the celebrity was justified.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right.
first one, a fan on Threads asked Doja Cat to say she loves the fans. She reportedly replied, I don't though, because I don't know you all. Then when another fan chimed in that the fans had supported her through thick and thin, she reportedly responded, nobody forced you. I don't know why you're talking to me like you're my mother, bitch. You sound like a crazy person.
You see, let me first start with. Let me first start by saying this. Doja Cat is a baddie. All right, and I will tell you why. I will tell you why. She went online and even insulted her own father. So there are levels to this, man.
Is that the definition of a baddie?
No, no, I'm just saying, like, she would, like, if
Wow,
that little insult
that's Ayo's
is what is
definition.
getting, no, if that little insult
No,
is
no, no,
getting
no. I
people
think
mad,
okay. What are
that
you?
little
If
insult is
Ayo,
getting
is this
people
what you are
mad.
saying? If she can insult her dad,
Bruh,
which
who
fan
are
can't take
you?
it?
Who are you?
Okay.
Who are you? So that's what I'm trying to say.
Now, me personally,
You
I
know
think I
one
respect.
thing.
We all.
Yeah, go on.
No,
No, I
that
wanted to
wasn't
say a
good.
lot of people. A lot
No,
of
that
people
was
want
not fake
celebrities
love.
to be honest with them. Like they want, hey, we want our celebrities to
Mm-hmm.
be honest, but like when the person is actually like honest, are you sure you can take it? Because I
No.
respect the honesty. She's like,
Me
I don't know
too.
all of
Me
you.
too. Me too.
Hey,
No, to
and it's
be
not a
fair
lie.
though, to be fair, did she need to say it? Absolutely not. All right.
Probably
She
not.
she didn't even need to reply. So let's
It
not start
sounds no
from there.
good. Yes,
It,
she could
it
have not
sounds
said
You
anything and
know,
just walked out,
it sounds
and
like
the
somebody.
fans will be happy.
It sounds like she walked into a room and nobody thought she was a baddie, and then she's taking it out
People,
on the poor people on
no,
in that comment
no.
no,
section.
it's not that. No,
Nah, just
I
I
joking,
think
think
just
it,
one
joking.
thing.
for me, it comes across like she was tired and done with maybe being PR or PC.
But to be fair
And
though, I think Doja has gone through like a lot of phases. There was a time when Doja wasn't really like seen like that, and then there was a time when she like blew up, and then she cut her hair,
Mm-hmm.
and then people were like, there was another say she was doing the whole like um, um, if I wouldn't say satanic images, but they were looking like that for a while there. Then she cut her hair
Okay.
down, and then people were like, a lot of people were, no longer a fan. A lot of people were like, you get my point. Like, so she's been through the ups and downs of like fandoms. So right now, she just doesn't give a fuck. So yeah,
One thing I realize that I love about myself is that if I see a celebrity in public, I will walk past them. I will not act like they are there. I've done it a few times at the airport. People are like, "Oh, look at that guy." I just take my bag and I just leave because I
yeah,
just
but
do
so,
like,
not want to be in
I
such
don't think
question,
you
question,
idolize these celebrities. Please,
question:
who do you
I
Is there
don't.
idolize?
any celebrity? Is there
Not
any
even celebrity.
celebrity you? Okay, maybe not. Let's loosely use the word celebrity, right? Because fine, we are looking most of the time we look at entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like
Mhm.
if you were in a space with someone who is popular, let me use the word popular. Is there
Mm-hmm.
anyone you would want to say hello to, just in general? Either a
It could even be your pastor.
a, a
Since you don't,
scientist,
yeah, I was
a I
thinking
don't
something
know,
like that.
yeah, like
Somebody that you will go out
is
of
there
your way
anyone like
with, who you
yeah?
don't have a personal
Because
relationship with.
you may not be an
Like,
entertain into the entertainment space, but like I'm sure there are things you like.
exactly.
There are
Maybe
things that I
Jesus
like.
Christ, if he comes back, when he comes back, not if maybe you will mess with him then.
I
Moving on. There are things there are things that I like and there are people that I like, but I think I also have this thing in my head of I can approach you to say hello if I am not, I don't know, fan loving you, if I can put it that way. Like we happen to be maybe say at an event together and you were walking by me. Like I'll use an example. I went to a conference recently and one of the presidents, the former presidents of like one of the top nuclear companies was there and I really wanted to say hi to her because I wanted to feature her in one of my campaigns. So I went and I said hello, right? Like I feel like if I feel there's nothing for us to do together, I will not bother.
Can I
But
ask
if
you a
I feel
question?
like, oh, there's something that we might do together, then I'll come say hi.
Have
That's
you
just me.
have you ever like been nervous about meeting somebody?
Not really.
Yeah. See, that's your problem. Anyways, so that was never going to work for you. I don't think you're ever going to be in that
But
situation. So yeah,
so
Like I've
basically, like
seen, yeah,
I feel
you
like
know
you
how
have
the
to like.
whole people are screaming and fainting
I
because
don't have that. No, I don't have
well,
that at all.
yeah, so I get
Nobody
that.
I
has.
don't have that. You know when I'm likely to really look at a celebrity is when they're dressed really well. And I'm like, oh wow, I love that outfit. So it's not even about them. I'm looking at how they combined their outfit and I'm like, oh, I should do that too. Like that's literally the only time. But the idea that maybe Rihanna, for example, and no disrespect to her, she's amazing,
No,
would be
you.
walking past and then I'll be running after her and fainting. Like
It
chances
couldn't
of
pick
that happening is like zero.
anybody else. Couldn't pick anybody else. That's a big one of the most.
Like, no, you know how people, do you know one musician I would love to meet? And I don't think even her, I would like go crazy and like scream in her face. But if I happen to just end up in a seat beside her, I would love to talk to her. Is Sia, the Australian musician, the one who sang Chandelier.
Isn't she
I would
French?
love to talk to her.
I
I
thought
don't
she
know if
was
she's
French.
French. She's Australian. No,
She's French.
but like
But
I would
I could
love
be
to have
wrong.
a
I
chat.
could be wrong.
I would love to
Can
have
I?
a chat with her just by virtue of like, oh, maybe we've just ended up sitting next to each other and Like I would because I really love her music, but I am not the person who's like, oh my God, this person is in town. I'm gonna go all I don't have that. I genuinely I'm just like I
No,
admire your craft. I'm glad that you're hardworking, but I just don't have it.
we believe you. We believe you. And on that
Fair
note,
enough.
so where you guys
Ayo, is
ranking
there
them?
any celebrity that
They're
you
just
would
gonna
faint over?
oh me.
Footballer? Yeah, you.
Ooh, that's a good one. Faint over, probably not, because I probably won't even be there in the first place to faint. But if there's
That's not the
anybody,
question.
yeah, I'm just trying to say, if there's anybody, I'll probably say maybe my manager, not faint, but just like to say hi. I don't know. It's never really been my
Who's
thing
your
of like
manager? What do you mean your
celebrity.
manager?
Arsenal,
Arsenal
maybe Pep,
manager.
like
Oh,
put like I just wouldn't go out of
oh
my
God,
way
you
in it.
oh,
I wouldn't even go out. So that's the problem. It wouldn't even happen. Let's ignore it. It will never happen. If you meet at the airport, I wouldn't even because it's just not. I don't like the idea of like now I'm going to go unless we are stuck, unless I'm about to enter the toilet and you're entering the toilet and then I say hi to you. It just won't, I won't go out of my way. It won't happen. And on that note,
yeah.
yeah. So
Biola, do you
so
have
what
one?
about you, Biola?
Um, no, the fainting, whatever, that's not happening. No offense. But like, yeah, there are a couple of people that I would like want to say like I appreciate like or maybe ask
Awesome.
questions about their music. Like the Labyrinth, his songs are so
I
deep
love Labyrinth as
that
well.
so I would want to ask him like, are you just putting yourself in people's shoes, or have you like did you personally go through all this? Like what happened, my brother? Like who did this to you? Kind of thing.
You know
But it won't
what?
be a it will be a conversation
Also,
thing.
also, what kind of
That's
celebrity
the
do you want to
exact
have
same way
such a
I feel
deep
about
conversation?
Sia.
Which celebrity are you going to have that
That's
kind of a deep conversation with? It's like,
No,
I
exactly
mean,
that's why we said it's
if that's
unlikely to
my
happen.
point is this. If the situation is not going to call for that, then I will not even initiate it in the first place.
yeah. Because
Kind of thing.
even
Like okay,
if
for example,
how
I
many
think
people do how many times do you
okay,
think you've been asked
wait,
about
wait, okay.
Labrand
So let
as
me
you want to
let
be
me
talking about it the
wait,
whole
wait.
time?
So chill. At some point in Nigeria, one of the companies I worked with. We got like a brand. One of JJ Okocha was a brand ambassador, right? And then
Mm,
we had like a kind of like a sit down with him where in the room maybe it was like 10 people. It wasn't him passing by going somewhere. We all there, and I kind of had like a brief discussion with him. I was like, "Hey, look, great guy, like skills." And then I asked for a picture, and he was like, "Sure." And then we took a picture, and that was it, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
who's that?
i- if the space calls, but if he's walking and going somewhere, I'm not going to go stop him and be like, no, now, because he's probably doing something. I don't want to be an inconvenience. I'm probably also doing something too,
Nah,
so I'm also going.
inconvenient.
But
Yeah.
if
Inconvenient. How many times are you gonna meet him? Anyways, so where are we ranking Doja? It's not good, man.
I mean, I
uh
think
Not
she's
good.
hilarious.
not
I,
enough to
I
be
think
cancelled, but like she probably needs to. Our fans kind of helped her to be where she is, so don't be too like uncut them.
no, no.
Point
I
is, there was
think
no need
to
for
be
a
honest, let
response.
me remind you. No, let me remind you. The fact that the fan had to reach out to her and say, "Please tweet or write on threads that you love your fans" is so weird. So I'm not surprised that she's like, "Why would I say that? I don't know you
No, the
guys."
first one is fine. The first is the second one that went into like the abuse territory. That was the
She said
I
nobody
think this is the
forced
first
Like
you.
one.
I don't know you.
Yeah, the second one was the issue. The first one is fine. The first one is fine.
Oh my
The second
god.
one was the
Okay,
issue.
so here's
But
the second
anyways,
one. I don't think I know this person, but that might just be because I am a bit of an entertainment dummy. But it says during a concert in Las Vegas, Miranda Lambert spotted some
we don't
fans
know them.
taking pictures near the stage. Stopping stopping in the middle of her song to call them out, she said, "These girls are worried about their selfie and not listening to the song, and it is pissing me off."
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't. Uh, I believe that isn't. Don't let me speculate. That was unnecessary
Mhm.
because they paid the ticket to be there. They can take all. Wait. I think they are
Oh
taking pictures of themselves, not of her. I
yeah,
think they were taking selfies.
you're just
Ooh.
taking
Yeah.
selfies of them being there and not
I still,
engaging in the show.
it's none of your business. They paid. It doesn't mean that they have to entertain you if you're not entertaining them. It's your job to capture
Yep.
them. They are not. They didn't feel captured. So yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
At that
Yeah,
stage,
and it turns
um,
out some of her fans walked out of her concert after she shamed the selfie takers.
yeah, Yeah,
And
like it was unnecessary. They paid money to
the
be. They
hold
could
she
do
has
whatever
on,
they
she
want to
doesn't
do.
have that. She doesn't have that. The hold she has on them is not that strong.
She's not that.
Probably
Yeah.
why we
Yeah,
don't know her too.
she's not that person. So yeah. On that, one, I don't think she deserves to be cancelled. But also, it's not
Nah,
about.
nah, nah, nah.
If she's cancelled, nobody will cry. Maybe,
No,
anyways.
but to be fair, let's give this angle. Like, if you are performing on stage, I think it would be nice if the people you are like trying to present yourself to are
Okay,
also like
okay,
engaging.
can I say this one?
If
I'm not sure if this one
it
is
can
on
be
your page.
distracting, wait, Ayo, chill. It can be distracting and probably even borderline annoying if you now see some people like basically doing their own thing.
Be patient. Let me
So
ask you this. So there's this artist, I forgot her name, but she dated G Easy for a while, right? And G Easy report, so the relationship ended. G Easy report, reportedly cheated maybe a few times on her. So at a concert, during the show, some people in the front row during the same, they were shouting G Easy's name. So she stopped and she went on a like
Okay.
epic rant. Not it wasn't epic, it wasn't like super long, but she went on a
Yeah,
rant
but that's a
like about
different
the whole thing, right?
situation, though.
Yes, yes,
But
no,
that's different.
it is,
Yeah.
right? I'm just saying, like, it's a thing of like most of the people in the comment section of the video that I saw, they were like, the guy lives rent free in my head, right? Because I'm sure that if you look at it, man, a lot of people, how many times do you, okay, let me say this, man. People generally hate, like people will pay money to hate on you. That is just the truth. Like
Mhm.
people will actually do like one of the most ridiculous things, right? So the question is, could she have let it go, ignore it, and just move on with her performance? Or at that stage, now that she interrupted her performance, went on that old like rant and everything, and then tried to get back into like a show, you know, it's like she's just giving
I
power
think
no,
to
wait,
that's
like people.
different.
Ayo,
I feel like that's different because they're talking about somebody who hurt her and calling out the person's name. That's an emotional wound. In this case,
Yeah,
someone is standing there in your concert taking a selfie and you're upset. I feel like that you have issues. You were hoping to be the center of attention, and just for that 20 seconds that they were not giving you the attention, you got mad and you
we
were
don't
like,
know
I'm
how
going to
long
call out
we
these
don't
people.
know how
Like,
long
that's ridiculous.
the selfies.
It doesn't matter. The point, like you said, they already paid for the ticket.
Yeah,
So, like, you're going to get your money. It doesn't matter. It's
no,
like, just do your thing.
but guys, on this one, I feel like it can be distracting to the person on stage if you are
yes,
like doing your
yes,
own thing,
I agree with you.
and they
I
are
agree
not.
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
But this is what I would say. It probably could have been handled better. She probably could have just told security, just bundle these ones away,
Or do you know
rather
what
than
she could
lash
have
out.
done? She could have said, please include me in your selfie and had the girls turn around and take a selfie with her. And that would have made a more
Wait,
positive
Demi,
impact.
Yes, yes.
imagine they now say we don't want.
No, they wouldn't say that.
Ah,
Imagine you don't know.
ah,
People are weird.
ah.
Or better still, they take the selfie and then they continue taking more selfies. You didn't achieve anything. Back to square one.
That's true.
So
That's
yeah,
true. Anyway, this is
it
another
reminds me of
one.
this Beyonce meme. I've just seen the Beyonce performance where she was singing and some guy was also singing and she gave him the
Oh,
most
yeah, I remember
nastiest look.
that.
Now you have me, baby, but you don't care.
Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye.
Nah, man, that was
It
funny.
can be distracting. So
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to skip one and read the next one. In his
okay.
book, Christian Bale, The Inside Story of the Darkest Batman, Harry Sin Chung, I hope I've said that correctly, Christian Bale's former publicist, alleged that whenever Christian was asked for autographs, the actor would lecture little girls about being rude and intrusive until tears streamed down their faces and their parents tugged them away from his table.
Sure, sure,
That's
sure.
just that's just a lot.
It's it's one thing to
Imagine
say
going to
no.
ask for a selfie and you get a
It's
lecture.
another thing to lecture.
What happened to just say no and walk away?
You
Like
know what it reminds me of? Man? It reminds me of like, what's the worst thing she can say? No. And then on, and then you will see under the comment section. Some of
no,
the
it's
most
not
There
the
was
worst thing
devastating
you
things.
can
things.
say.
Some of the
There are
most
worse things
devastating
than
things.
no.
Eh? There are worse things than no.
Yeah,
But
there are
yeah,
worse things than
Wow.
no.
clearly, Chris, no, if you're making little girls cry, that's not the rude. Very good. I don't think it's
Rude is
cancel
not.
worthy.
I don't even think rude is the word though,
I don't
It's
think
not
it's
cancel
rude.
worthy.
It's just mean.
because
Yeah,
the children
mean is
not
right.
only are they crying, their parents are not even. They are not even reprimanding him. They are just dragging their children away. Like let's just go.
No,
Don't
what
ruin
can
these
their
lives.
parents say? No, what can their parents say? No, what can you do as a parent in that situation? The only thing you can do is just take it. You take it and you're like,
Oh my
okay, I
god.
hope for better next time around. That's all you can do.
But to okay, so another angle to this whole celebrity thing is this that I've heard like okay, Shannon Sharp, for example, talk about how like some people are so selfish. He's in
Mm-hmm.
a restaurant to eat, right? You finished your food. You didn't come to him
Yeah.
before you finished your own meal. You've done your stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come to him, and then you are just
So
entitled.
so what
You
I
feel
so
like
what am I so what am I supposed to? I'm supposed to wait for him to finish his meal. So I also have a life to get back to now. Ah, you can do this. You can do this. Oh.
But he also has a life to live in that moment. He needs to
so.
eat his
In
Yes,
the
food.
thing is this, he says that if he notices that, then he can say no, and people don't like. You are saying they have their life, but he also has his life, and he can say no, and it's not a
yes. I'm
crime if
again.
he
He's
says
allowed
no.
to say no.
Mm.
Nobody said he's not allowed to say
But
no. It's
but
just
no,
that
the thing is
don't feel like I can't
people
ask.
take offense. People take offense when um
It's rude to interrupt
celebrities say no.
anybody's meal. It's rude to interrupt anybody's meal. Like if you see restaurants if you see celebrities at a restaurant, don't interrupt their meal. You can either do it before their meal arrives, or better still, wait. If it matters to you that much, just wait till when they're about to leave. That's just the bit. They just wait till when
Mm.
they're about to leave. But yeah,
Okay, let me get through this one. This one. I don't think we need to debate much, but let's just sort of like respond to this. So this one, during a 2016 concert, Justin Bieber stopped mid-speech to scold a fan who tossed the gift on stage. He said, "If we could take this moment to listen and try not to give me a hat or whatever you're trying to throw onto the stage right now, because I probably don't want that shit." I'm sorry, I could never see a celebrity outside and say a word to them.
to be fair though, what can she throw onto the stage that Justin Bieber can't buy? So he probably doesn't want that shit. It's the truth. He was just being honest. Don't interrupt
There's a thing
yourself
that I'm
to
seeing
give
here.
me something.
It's just honesty. Like these people are tired of at some for whatever reason. This is the moment they are just they are broken and they're like I'm done with this,
Mhm.
and they are saying like their truth. So
I completely
Okay.
I agree with you. I completely agree because I feel like this one, and I don't think that's the first person that have thrown something on stage. And this
oh,
like
that's just the one
I'm just
that broke the camel's
I'm
back.
just I'm just done.
But you guys need to listen to this one. Early in Rob Huebel's acting career, his idol Chevy Chase guest performed with his improv group. Describing the introduction, Rob told Late Night with Seth Meyers, "I went up to him and I was like, 'Chevy, I just want to say I'm a big fan.' And Chevy just hauled off and slapped me across the face so hard.
Ah,
I mean, it was like I saw red."
wait, is this
That's
celebrity or
abuse.
celebrity crime? No, this is
That's
it sounds like
you should
celebrity
sue
or
him.
wait,
You
this
should
is
sue
celebrity or
him.
celebrity crime, right?
Ah, wow. And then he said he just kind of made a joke like, "Can't you see I'm talking to somebody, kid?"
No, no, that one is cancelable offense. But that's actually a crime. How can you be assaulting people just because they come and say hi to you, even if you are
That's
talking to people? Nah,
make some money.
that's just rude.
But
Please
wait,
listen.
I think one thing I will also say is this like and people tend to elevate celebrities and make them seem like superhuman in terms of the expectations of
Mm,
them, and that's not fair on celebrities because
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Like
getting
people have
slapped is
really
also
high
not fair on
expectations.
human being.
no
You,
hey I'm not supporting getting slapped though. ah, I don't know about that one though. That one is assault though, please. ah
Please listen to this one. In a viral video from early 2023, Bad Bunny smiled at a fan who approached him with her cell phone camera, then grabbed the phone and threw it in the water. Oh my
is the phone waterproof?
God. I
Let's
don't
start
know.
from there. If it's waterproof, then maybe it's not that bad.
I don't think he knows
Um,
whether it's waterproof or not,
I don't think
so
he
that's
cares.
not what made him do it or not do it.
That one is that one context matter in that one. Is it like if you put up a camera against somebody's face, why they don't want to be filmed? I can understand. Like you know,
Oh
any
my
regular
God.
human being would be pissed. Throwing it in a way is excessive, but it's Stop putting camera in people's
Okay.
faces.
I
Also,
hear you. I hear you. There may be context to it in the sense
yeah,
that,
like
like,
Yeah.
okay,
imagine the guy is
as he
coming out of
said,
the
I don't
toilet
want
after
this,
taking a
get
huge
this out of my face, before he then
Mm.
snatched and threw it again. But yeah,
See,
anger
honestly,
do
what?
management.
you did you guys watch Twilight, the movies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Okay, so
way
you watch
Bella
the
said
movies
it
with the
is like
vampires.
I wish I can take back the time I spent on that movie. But please continue.
uh,
The pain
no,
is
So
inside
you
me.
because
know
the
the
thing is this. That's maybe this will be another topic for another day. Like the book and the movie is like the gulf is
mm.
too much. But anyway, continue, Jimmy.
Okay, you guys know the guy who played Edward Cullen, right? Robert Pattinson.
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay, so this
the
one's about him.
Batman.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, this one's about him. Robert Pattinson was notoriously critical of the Twilight franchise, told Interview Germany, quote, "What's really weird about Twilight fans is that they're not really teenagers. Most of them are older. Sometimes I ask myself what these masses of people do the whole day. They sit in front of their computers and comment on anything having even remotely to do with Twilight."
Yeah, that one is wrong.
That one is
Should they be
wrong. That one
canceled
is
over
rude.
that? No, but like,
No, but
don't
that's
mess
rude.
with your bread and butter. They
It's
made
not
you
even
who
your.
you are.
It's not even bread
So
and
come
butter in
on.
that stage. It's not even about bread and
But he was
butter.
in
It's a
Harry
situation.
Potter as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but for a
yeah,
short
yeah.
stint. Yeah, but if I feel like that
Mm.
one is just more than I said, like it's not even about fans. It's like don't take people's joy or people's enjoyment and entertainment and then like completely take a dump on it. So that one is very rude. Yeah, that one is very rude. Uncalled for and rude.
That's rude. That's rude.
Yeah, that's rude.
Like basically, yeah, like
But
nah,
to be
nah, nah.
fair,
That's not cool.
how many times do you think people have slandered him on top what they call it? Even you just insulted this movie. So you know what? Sometimes it's a give and take kind of a thing. It's a give and take. My guy is tired of being asked
No,
about
no, no,
Twilight.
no, no.
It's
You
like
don't understand. Wait,
I
wait,
am
wait.
here
I
about
okay,
Oh
fine.
Batman.
my God.
Ayo, I insulted his movie,
Yes,
right? He is
yes,
insulting the people who love his movie.
yes.
What are you saying? That's the
But it's
worst.
like, is it there about Twilight? No, it's probably there about Batman, and they're still asking him about Twilight. It's like, guys, I did this in a you to make money. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm here now. Let's move on. I feel like Twilight is actually more insulting to the people that made
No,
it
so
than I feel like it
no,
was more rude to
yeah,
the people that
so
made Twilight rather than the fans.
this
So
reminds me
yeah,
of how some people do a role and they're so good in that role that like that role never leaves them. And they feel like
yeah.
that role was not the best representation of maybe their skills. Like, do we
It's not
know
even
Yeah,
Fresh Prince of Bel Air,
yeah,
yeah.
right? Carlton, that's the brother, the guy who was the
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
white black boy, right? He said he hates, like, he can never watch Fresh Prince of Bel Air or anything like that because that role never left him. Every time he would
Mm.
go on auditions, they would want him to do the dance.
Be
They
that,
would never,
yeah.
like, they never saw him as a serious actor, and that it affected his life.
Mm.
Like, he was the white black boy kind of thing. So
Mm.
I kind of get that. Like, you feel like you're better than this, but people still take you back to what you
I
consider
would
your
I would say
sort of.
I agree with him solely. The only reason why I'm because I feel like there's a lot of actors that have played like some really foul roles and they've kind of gotten over it. Because if you look at, but I feel like that also speaks to a level of actor that he is in a way. And I know that this sounds very blaming the victim type of a thing here, but like some actors have done some really shady things, like shady, not shady things, like some really shady roles, and they've managed to like even this guy, right, Patterson that we just mentioned, right. A lot of people couldn't overlook this guy, the guy that played wolves, the wolf guy in the same movie, but he has
Mm.
managed to transcend that particular role. And I feel like it's just down to the kind of actor that you are. Are you able to transcend the role that you once played? It's like, can you embody another character? Can you find that project? Can you make your
But
it's
for you
down to
to,
your talent as
for
well in a
you,
little bit.
I totally agree with you, but I think for you to be able to do that, they also like they have to be willing to give you the opportunity to try to embody another role. And some people don't get that because they typecast them. People are like, this is the role you can play well, so they always put them. Like I think of some of the American comedians, for example, especially the ones who do their stand-up comedy being loud and stuff. You notice that when they put them in movies, sometimes they also try to make them this loud character that does that's not necessary for the movie.
I
Like think
would
of
I
Kevin
would say
Hart.
this,
Like
man. I would say
yeah,
this.
Kevin Hart is the one that came to your mind as well. Yeah, like Kevin Hart is like whatever movie you see him in, you know how he's
He,
going
he,
to sound,
he
how
has
he's going to
tried a
speak.
bit in some
He
movies,
has
in a few
tried, but
movies, but he's the
yeah,
same person in almost all his movies. Yeah.
yep,
So
that's typecasting. So if you don't get the opportunity, then there's nothing you can do about it.
Right? I actually agree with you that you can get typecast, but there's an example I wanted to make. You see, The Rock and David Batista, their career, right? The Rock has kind of fallen
Yeah.
into a type of an actor. He can't play. He's not very good at playing like the side character. That's not really his role anymore. Even when he did it on the
Mm-hmm.
old Fast and Furious franchise, he wasn't very good at it. But The Rock, I mean, Batista, somebody who said he wanted to be an actor, like that was what he wanted to do, and he will turn down movies that he feels like you continue to put him into a stereotype as an actor.
Mm.
And sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like you have to sometimes your career you have to take a back seat to go forward sometimes. And that's one of the
Mm.
biggest issues. It's like so even if it's not the right project for you, or you feel like not the project that will ultimately like further you or get you the desires that you want in your career, then take a back
Mm-hmm.
seat until that project comes along. You can still find
Yeah.
you will
Fair.
keep pushing, and that's just my only to any
fair
up and
enough.
coming
Fair,
actors
but
that
but
to
you
people
also have
with
a
zero
lifestyle.
experience, with people with
Yeah,
zero
you have a
experience.
lifestyle. Yeah,
No,
but you
but
have a lifestyle to keep up with too. So you're like,
true,
should I not
true.
take the typecast job or should I take the typecast job and buy a Lamborghini? Like, decisions.
Wow.
So anyway,
Adult thing, bills
one
have to be
more.
I,
paid.
I was
Bills
thinking
have to
feed
be
your
paid,
family,
y'all.
and then she jumped to Lamborghini. To be fair, what I would say is that for somebody of Friendship of Balea, it's very difficult to go broke. Because series like comedy series
Mm,
makes a lot of money. Like sitcoms make a lot of money for the amount of money
yeah.
that they
Okay, I
get paid
have
in
one
Hollywood.
more.
Go ahead.
I have
Yeah.
one more. While giving an impromptu performance of Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison on Ireland's The Late Late Show, Russell Crowe stopped mid-song to scold the audience. He said, if you're going to clap, clap in time. If you can't clap in time, just shut up.
That's
Like, you
an
know how when
angry.
you're like playing a song and
Nah,
people are
I
just
feel like
like,
nah,
and they were
that's
missing,
transferred
they
nah.
were
aggression.
missing,
No, that's
they were
no.
missing the
That's
That's
beat, and
transferable
he
cancelable
was like,
offense.
aggression.
you're ruining my.
That's cancelled. No. That's cancelable offense because who are you performing for?
Oh
Actually, you are supposed to tailor the music to your fans. Like to the because this is a live performance. This is not a studio performance. You tailor a live performance can never represent a studio performance. So tailor it to like the audience and the space
no,
that you are in.
no,
My guy is
no,
like
he had a
fuck no.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He had a plan. This man wanted them to clap like one, two, and people were going one, two, and he's like, "Shut up!
Actually, you know what I would do there? If I was in the
Don't
crowd,
ruin
right?
my flow."
If I was in the crowd, you know what I would do, right? I would actually like initially start out with what he says and then start messing up his rhythm. I would actually start doing it on purpose. That's what I would do. I would instigate that stuff. You know
That's
what?
why he told them to shut up.
And then afterwards, I would get him to walk off stage and then demand back for demand my ticket back. That's actually what I would do. But anyways,
Why are you such
guys,
a weirdo?
That's just an
Anyway,
angry,
this was
angry man.
great.
May no
no.
And
Let
vex.
us
yeah,
know.
Sorry.
Let us know what you guys think of our ranking, of our celebrity ranking. If you think that they were rude, which one do you think was rude? Which one do you think you want to cancel?
Justifiable. Yeah.
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 Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Why are you attracting at this stage?